The dozens may not like us foreigners much, but they certainly don't mind taking our coin.
Wait, is this the expedition hall? Nope. I don't know where the fuck I am. Oh well. Ah! Something's happening. A well-groomed man steps through the hall with confident swagger, a smug grin etched on his face. He is flanked by 5 other hard-looking individuals. One of his companions eyes you for a moment before spitting 2 at your feet. Another pup come wandering in, I see. I just know that Bynes Giant Slayers run things around here. You'll be fine. Just know that Bynes Giant Slayers. Okay. Whatever you say. That's good advice. Here's the rest. 1. The choice bounties are ours. 2. The Giant Slayers don't care. It's that simple. A voice bellows across the hall. Enough jabber-buying. You're gonna do the job or talk about it. His jaw tightens. Wynan's right. That coin ain't gonna collect itself. He looks at his comrades and jerks his chin toward the door. See you around, pup. Oh, I guess this is the expedition hall. There's a very, weird-looking dwarf in the middle of them. Hey, man.
Don't stand on ceremony. State your business.
Why did you have to yell across the hall if that was you? You could just talk to him. He's right there. I'm looking for work.
Go see Osric. He's usually got something. You do well for him, maybe I can find you more.
Tell me about the dozens. Good men and women trying to walk in the footsteps of the great men and women who came before us. We're a loose association of warriors and expeditioners in the Dyrwood. Not as fancy as the Crucible Knights, mind you, but at least we remember our roots. At least they remember someone else's roots and pretend to be like them, he means. Your roots? The Crucible Knights take pride in having won the Dyrwood's freedom 150 years ago, but we're the ones who've protected it. Everyone knows that the Saints' War ended when the Godhammer destroyed Widewyn at Evon Dewar Bridge. A lot of folks don't know how Widewyn wound up on that bridge. 7 men, 5 women. They walked out of Halgott's citadel and faced down a god. Held him there until the bomb went off. He thumps the table. That's the legacy we defend. Some call us mercenaries, but we don't need matching armor and silky cloaks to remember our roles. I wonder what Durrance has to say about all this. We're the same now as we were then. We stand up for the people, first line of defense, whatever it takes. We've got new enemies now. If it's not Widewyn, it's the damned legacy. It's the damned soul butchers in Brackenbury making things worse on all of us, probably causing the whole thing one way or another. Well, we haven't gone anywhere, and there's a lot more than 12 of us now. We defend the Dyrwood once again. We'll do it again. He casually nods your way. His eyes continue to float from mercenary to mercenary as he speaks. What else do you need? Nothing. Piss off. Bloop. Can I steal from your box?
Why not?
That's what I thought too. I just want the XP, it's fine. There's too many people watching. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Oh, I was like, his sounds are broken, but it's this guy making the other noises.
For the last time, Aidwood, keep your fucking blade up! If that dummy was armed, it'd have your head off!
I don't want to know about fucking blades. It sounds uncomfortable. I'm looking for work!
Expedition, talk to Wenan.
Whoa.
I just handle these mercenary shit shovelers. Adventurers, I mean.
I like him. Although, I do have something I need done. Something that requires competence. What do you need done?
I was formerly one of the Knights of the Crucible. When I left, they kept my arms and armor. The arms they can have, but the armor belonged to my family. I'd like it back.
What's this
It's
armor?
a breastplate. Not much to look at, and it's seen far too much use, but it's been in my family since the liberation.
Why don't you just go ask for it back?
No, they'd like that, I'm sure. But I won't be going. Sooner be torn apart by dogs than give them the satisfaction.
Doesn't sound like leaving the Crucible Knights was your choice.
You don't choose to leave knighthood. The Crucible Knights, they may not be a real knighthood, but the oaths you swear are just as true. Still, turns out that even unofficial knighthoods have politics. You cross the wrong man, suddenly all kinds of accusations are thrown your way, and nobody believes you.
More destructive than a crowd with the wrong idea. I know, right?
Then it's Penhelm you're looking for. A low snake of a man. If he was to die choking on his own black tongue, it'd be too kind of fate. He kept it when he had me kicked out.
I got word from a reliable source that Penhelm visited a forager in Andra's gift right after having his soul lineage read by a cipher named Indunred Row. Huh. Should you have it in your heart to find a way to ruin his life while you're there, well, drinks on me. Having his soul lineage read.
It's a requirement to join the Knights. They have to ensure a novitiate doesn't have a subversive lineage.
Ew.
If Penhelm's superiors found out his affidavit was a fake, his career would be over. Every novitiate gets an affidavit from Dunreed Row, and those are stored at Crucible Keep. If you find Penhelm's, one of those ciphers could tell you if it's real.
If generations of Masuk's traditions are any indication, this Penhelm probably doesn't remember it. Still, a past like that has to count for something. Got business with me? Tell me about this place. Treasure hunting, plain and simple. Sponsors put up money, hire adventurers to explore the wilds, looking for ruins mostly. If they come back alive, they split the spoils. If not, it's because they handle their weapons like this lot in front of me who might as well be digging their own graves right now. I'll help you out, buddy. I like the cut of your jib. He is quite entertaining. He's angry. Mercenaries. Ooh, a shop!
Hail and well met.
Haven't seen you before. Are you headed out with the expedition company? Raises an eyebrow. Are you betting on one? How long have you worked here? She leans on the countertop and drums her fingers. Oh, a few years. I got in the minute the last merchant cleared out. She nods towards the main area of the hall. They've got new expeditions entering out every week, so this is the great place to do business. And the dozens make loyal friends and loyal customers, so long as you stick by them. She taps the counter. The vendor who was here before me, they ran him out when he sold his best helms to a pair of Crucible Knights. I've been careful not to make the same mistake. Okay. I'm afraid not. See, the dozens only do business with me as long as I do business with them, and they're good customers. She jerks her thumb at the door. But if you get on Ostric's good side, he could make an exception for you. He's probably training some of the recruits right now. They're groups of adventurers that venture into the wilderness. More than a few of them try their luck at scouring the ruins. Most of them come back empty-handed if they come back at all. Betting on them is almost as risky as actually going, but that's how the expeditions get funded. And every once in a while, one of the adventuring companies will strike it big and make a fortune for their backers. Ooh, there's no one in here.
Why not? There, done.
A geological map? Taking that shit.
This won't stop me from. There, done.
Oh, I don't want that. I just want the XP though. Is there anything interesting in here? Oh, I thought that was something to look at, but it's not. I am curious about this geological map though. Where is that geological map? Activity in Deerwood and near Glenfath. Of note is a description of a cavern where molten rock flows within a deep chasm. Oh, right. I'm supposed to go and hide that thing. I'm probably gonna go hide it just to fuck with people. I don't like that lady back at the place. Can I not take things out of my inventory? Oh, I can't. It's a quest item. Oh, maybe I can go talk to, the lady at the place and be like, hey, is this the thing you're looking for? Meanwhile, I can go fuck with the Crucible Knights for funsies. Back to fucking around in this city again. You'll just lose hours of your life in here. Alright. So I need to go to that lady. I need to go to... Okay, so all that place is in the... I don't care about that thing. I'm gonna go hide it under a skull. Because fuck that lady. Let's go here.
You must gather your party before venturing.
Oh, shut your face! My party is gathered, you piece of shit. Okay, we want to go to the first fires. Because that's where both of my dudes are. I'll go talk to the lady in the palace first. I'm sure they don't mind visitors at 5 in the morning. That's when the bakers are up, right? It's fine. Somebody's awake. Me. Yeah. Excuse me, pardon me, coming through. Hi, I got a map.
Good day to you.
Are you still having visions of the falls? Her voice is low and quiet. Yes, and of the cave. And something within. Something small, bright ember of faith guarded by a terrible danger. I only wish I could go myself. Oh. I thought I could just, like, throw a map at her. But apparently I can't. I wish I could look at the map. Well, that was pointless. Unless my quest items, or my actual quest log was updated. Why didn't I think of looking at that? God damn it. Okay, Searing Falls. It's a long journey, but at least I know where it is now. Oh, sweet! I can go there. Okay, sorry. I'm stupid. I thought I had to go talk to What's-Her-Face to be like, hey, does this sound like the right place? Okay, meanwhile, we're gonna go look for a breastplate. Penhelm. I can't remember who Penhelm is. His name sounds familiar, though. If it's that racist guy at the front door, I'm all for it. I hope I didn't let... I guess if I had, like, sold it or whatever, then... Oh, no, he's the dick. That's fine. Who's Penhelm again? Are you in here? Ooh, campfire. Good to know I can get one here. I'll probably forget, though. Nope, Dunstan's the dude that I'm going to find the shit for. Commander Cliver said you're working with Animants or build
So
Forge
much
Knights.
for his talk of secrecy. Aye, I'm building Cleaver's Metal Warriors. He says they're what we need to keep order in Defiance Bay, so...
Do you disagree with Cliver about the Forge Knights? I disagree with him on near everything, and this is no exception. These Forge Knights would solve our manpower problem. He can call them whatever he wants, but they aren't knights. Doesn't take Itumak's nose to smell the trouble here. A group can't stand together is headed for a fall. Folds his arms and looks at the ground. And don't get me started on the other problem. Those souls he's brought to power the Forge Knights. Cliver keeps telling himself that they came from willing donors. He knows better. There's a reason you have to buy souls through less than legal channels. We should be clearing those scavengers off the road, not doing business with them. And you need Vienna's research to complete them? She's been working out the method to transfer the souls into the armor. Getting the process right is just right is critical. He holds up one hand. Bind the souls too tightly and you get something like those flesh constructs in the sanitarium. Barely bright enough to avoid walking into a wall. He raises his other hand. But bind them too loosely and they'll be too self-aware for their own good. Mad killers in metal bodies. That sounds like fun. How are you creating them? Suits of armor and souls. Cliver's had me repairing and reinforcing unused armor for months now, just so we could fill them with some poor sod's essence. He wipes his shining brow. As long as that scholar girl's got her numbers right, infusing this armor with a soul would be that hard. It's not what bothers me. Enough! Only. So I gotta look for extra armor. Oh, there's Penhelm.
Greetings.
I'm not gonna bother him with it. I'd rather just steal his shit and be gone. Oh yeah, I already, like, stripped this room of... I hope I didn't, like... I'm pretty sure it would have told me if I had, like, failed the quest or something. Just by selling it. Just don't know where I'd find this armor. I forgot they did that. Yeah, I was gonna see if I could find the armor first and then... Nope. It's supposed to be a breastplate. Table stealing. I'm all for table stealing. Still freaking out. I might have to go ask that dude where the armor is. I was gonna see if I could find it myself first. He might just have it on him. Cat.
There. Done.
There. Done!
This won't stop me
There.
for long.
Done.
They don't really seem to care that I'm picking all their locks. Ah, dang! I assumed it would say Osric's armor, but... it's okay. I'm just gonna unlock all your shit and run away. Bane of locks. I guess I'll go talk to what's-his-face. Hey.
Good day to you.
He sniffs. You've got any self-respect you won't associate with him, or with any of his new friends at the Expedition Hall, for that matter. Scamps and delinquents, the lot of them. What's the story between you two? Osric has always held some controversial opinions, but they went overlooked for the longest time because his family had such extensive history for service to the Crucible Knights. He finally went too far. He had the gall to suggest that we had strayed too far from our roots and that some of our officers were beginning to resemble the Adir nobility. He rubs a spot on his bracer with a handkerchief. He would have us all wear rough spun and fight with forge hammers. I merely reported his statements. I don't see the problem. He sputters. People change. Organizations change. The Crucible Knights began as a militia of blacksmiths, but Dunstan's one of the only officers who can wield a hammer these days. We're professional soldiers. Isn't that who you want defending a city? Besides, a novitiate has no business maligning his superiors. Is that his breastplate you're wearing? It was. He looks down and admires it. It became property of the Crucible Knights when it was discharged. Now it's mine. And it's not for sale, if that's what you're wondering. Not every day you find armor that was used in the rebellion. He says your affidavit is a forgery. Just what would he know about that? It's perfectly convenient for him to cast aspersions? What with his pedigree in the Knights? He folds his arms, he blinks at you. That's a lie, of course. As should be perfectly obvious to someone as logical as you. Okay. That doesn't look like a... That kind of looks like a breastplate. Alright. Talk to them ciphers. Yeah, this guy kind of sounds like kind of a dick, to be honest. Dude was voicing his opinions in confidence and he just got slapped upside the head. Where was the cipher place again? It's in Brackenbury, I think. This place? I think it's this place. Yes, it's this place. It's been too long, like I said. What? You can skew a string of actions by holding down the shift key? I didn't know that! That would have been so handy! Ah! Okay. I'm sorry. I am 46 hours into this and I have just found that out now. That would have been so useful on so many levels, so many times.
Welcome.
His quick hands are busy with a mountain of scrolls before him. Hello again, my mysterious friend. Is this affidavit real? Is it signed by you? He holds a page but seems to stare through the words as if something woven in the fabric of the paper. He bares his pointed teeth. I remember Penhelm, preening peacock of a man, his mouth dry and his hands moist when I told him he was a sole descendant of the Ediran general, one who'd fought against the Hadrits rebellion. He scans the affidavit, a forgery, and it's not the first I've seen. He hands it back to you, but I've no time for the knights and their obsessions. Bring this to his commander, Cliver, and show him the seal. He points the wax stamp by his forged signature. If he compares it with another, he should be able to spot the difference. Doom a man for the soul the gods gave him seems rather unfair. I was invited here by Lady Webb. Karen cocks his head to one side as if trying to get a better look at you. Forgive me, she doesn't take many visitors, but the ones she does invite are a fascinating lot. I've always marveled at her choices. Nothing in common to my eyes, but her sight is far keener than mine. I wonder what she sees. Her room is upstairs, the one with the guards out front. The city may not understand her value, but the Duke certainly does. Anyway, I've already done that, so it's... So now I can go back and, like, wave it in his face. Yeah, I'm all agree. I definitely agree with Aloth on that one, where I'm like, yeah, so he did this at a... Oh, shit, now what? Dude, for fuck's sake. I just want the fucking breastplate, okay? I'm not gonna do anything... His face is white. I just talked to that little cipher, did you? One of my novitiates told me he'd seen someone in the records room. He takes a slow step towards you, extending his hand. Give me the affidavit, and I've done nothing to you. What does this mean to you? Are you serious? This is my career. I've labored years for it, and it hangs on some coincidence of a past life. Any dear Woodian, rich or poor, can aspire to a position of the Crucible Knights. Anyone can rise to the rank of high justice, except those born of the wrong soul. Tell me how that's reasonable. I kind of want... He is a dick, and I do want to, like, shove it in his face, but I want the breastplate. I want us to come to a agreement on it. He grabs it from you with a trembling hand. You have no idea what this means to me, he swallows. Thank you for seeing reason. Now do the same for Osric. Return his family breastplate. He hesitates, clutching the affidavit. I'm certainly grateful to you, but Osric earned his punishment and then sent you to take his anger out on me. Why should I do anything for him? Consider it a favor to me. Osric's on his own. He's the one who tried to have me ruined. Take this instead for yourself. No! I wanted it! Oh. Did you give it to me? What did you give me? I don't want your fucking copper! Did I quick save before I went out the door, actually? I don't want your fucking copper, I want your fucking breastplate! I hadn't thought of it that way. He pulls it off and hands it to you. I hope this gives him some peace and perhaps a reason to move on. Thank you! God damn it!
Bring back the feisty one. There's a woman can do some damage squeezing her legs together.
Do you want to be ejected from the party?
Besides, she doesn't take orders well.
She has backbone, that woman. Does it scare you?
No, but I won't be responsible for what happens if you call her whore.
No, let him do it! It'll be fun. Seriously, keeping him around just for his fucking quest. Once it's over, he's over. I'll get someone more interesting in my party. Other than creepy, grizzled bastard. Okay, I'll go return this guy's breastplate. It looks so funny when they're running. Hey, man. Is this the armor you wanted? Osric wavers a moment in disbelief. He looks at you, then back at the breastplate. He reaches for it slowly, as if expecting it to disappear before he can touch it. How did you manage this? Penhelm listened to reason. He shakes his head. I've never known Penhelm to listen to reason, even one as rational as you. But you've recovered it just the same. Here, he reaches in his pocket. I think you'll find this more than fair. When you get the chance, stop by Sinold's shop on the other side of the hall. She sells some of the best gear in the city, and I'll see that she opens her inventory to you. What is this armor to you, anyway? Oh, yeah! See? See? This is why I wanted to give him this fucking breastplate back, because I knew that he would pay more for it. 200 copper. Slap that guy in the face. Ah, it's nothing really, just a keepsake. He tries to look you in the eye, but when he does, he appears to reconsider. He sighs. It commemorates the Order of Magrin, highest order of valor, awarded to the dead, never the living. Us Dirwidians, real Dirwidians, don't have nobility or birthrights, unless you're some copper fucker from a deer. Oh, he got the honor we bring into our family name. The Order of Magran is, well, they don't give it out too much. Not often you see a member of the dozens whose revolutionary ties are as good as he says they are. So this, he pauses, considering the weathered metal, the pale image of his former self, but still catching the light, is something to live up to. Got business with me! Yeah. Okay. Okay, so now we can go and shop at the special shop. I want to see what's in here.
Good day to you.
Show me your wares! Oh. This isn't as good as I thought. Ooh, there's a dandy hat of the diseased yak. That sounds absolutely fantastic. What is it? Oh. Oops. I don't think I need I can't remember if she uses much intellect with her stuff. I have to look. That is amazing. And a monocle? Oh my god, this is so much fun. Is that a monocle? It's a monocle. Whisper of Treason. Oops. What does that do? Yes. Exquisite piece was crafted by the alchemists for a secret society of aristocrats in the old Velea. Throughout its history, it has graced the ocular orbits of scheming nobles, influential politicians, and charming salesmen. The dark brass monocle features intricate gear and leaf filigree along the rim. It confers a sophistication and carries the unmistakable scent of old money. Where does this actually go? Oh, that is a hat! Oh my god, that is amazing. But that means you can't wear a top hat and that at the same time. Rage bonus. That's pretty cool for barbarians, which I don't have. Oops. Summon noble creature. 1 per rest. Will and reflex. That's kind of cool. Bile Stompers. Minor fetid carcass. What is... No, hold on. What is minor... What is this? I can't... It's a mystery. I don't know what minor fetid carcass does. Snurf's Folly. Bracers of all-consuming rage! I am having a lot of fun with this. I gotta buy the monocle. Like, come on. The monocle. And I also really like the hat, but I feel like the hat can come later. Oops. But I have to give up my fancy hat, but let's see what it looks like. Oh, yes, I've got the monocle. Yeah, but I don't want to give it to her anyways, because she already has the, oh, my brain. Charm. Give him a monocle. Charm wouldn't be as useful here for him. I need him to be doing other things. I could give it to Aloth. Oh, immunity to confuse. I'm gonna give it to Aloth. I'm gonna give this to you. Oh, but I love your hat, man. That is just an amazing hat. That said, I don't want him to get confused and start beating the shit out of all my characters. Yeah. I'm sorry. I loved your Viking hat, but... Let's put this ring on you. What else we got? I will get you the dandy hat. It's fine.